Let's get to it. The big news right away. I mean, forget all the other stuff. Blind Mike's Transportation Today is brought to you by TrollSocks.com. I was not aware of this. What is that?
Damn right.
TrollSocks.com.
TrollSocks.com. TrollSocks.
SOCKS.
Well, it says here, SOX at the bottom.com.
Autocorrect. SOCKS.
Jesus
Autocorrect
Christ.
corrected it to SOX?
Yeah, why would they do that? Why does it say Troll Socks at the top? Are you sure it's TrollSocks.com?
It is TrollSocks.com.
SOCKS.com. TrollSocks.com. Okay.
Great people.
They're great people. They're not afraid. They're our favorite sock company in the world. I'll absolutely wear
Ooh, looks like they've got the Kirk Minihane logo right on the homepage, too.
Do they really?
They've got a letter to Kirk Minihane fans. We defend free speech and stand with the mentally ill and blind people of the world against humorless social justice warriors and will never apologize or back down for it.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I didn't realize it. Never said that they were going to put something up.
Socks.
Looks like they're going to do.
Make everyone buy a pair of socks.
Looks like they're going to do promo code Kirk for 10% off too.
Wow,
they got a good long letter. They never mentioned any of this yesterday.
Look at this. Support the blind.
Wow.
Attention Minifans, read all. Yeah, you have Game of Thrones. You have Trump. You've got look at
Trump
all this.
and Bernie. So no matter what side you'll end on.
Do you see this? Do you see this big letter?
I see this big letter. Support Kirk Minihane and Blind Mike and use the code Kirk for 10% off. Donald Trump sucks. Game of Thrones sucks. Jay Critch, Tiger Woods sucks. EXO, smile back. Whatever, this is fine. Yeah. I suspect very highly that they're going to do Kirk Minihane Show, Blind Mike, Kirk Minihane socks, right?
That'd be nice.
Done. Yeah. So you want me to read that letter?
I think you should.
All right, let me see here.
Looks like there's a lot of thought put into it.
Yeah, tweet that out right now. Let's get them going. Attention Minifans, read all. A letter to Kirk Minihane's fans. We defend free speech and stand with the mentally ill and blind people of the world against humorless social justice warriors and will never apologize or back down for it. To all loyal Kirk Minihane fans reading this, I want you to know that we are not just another sock company that pretends to be self-righteous but then cowers when a social justice warrior threatens them. Troll Socks will never fold to a social justice warrior ever. We just want to make fun socks that people will be just as happy to receive. Let me see. We will never apologize, especially when it's so blatantly obvious there's never been any malice behind it. Like in Kirk's case, Kirk has been railroaded. That's, I suppose, a pun in some ways. It's hurtful, but that's fine. And unfairly targeted, and it's been an absolute disgrace to watch. I am so fucking... I'm going to use my Roman swipes right now because I'm going to fucking come on Mike's fucking face.
That seems harsh.
First person with a different fucking last name that's ever ejaculated or finished on his face ever. What?
Move genders now?
What's that? Well, finished, I said. You know what I'm saying.
All right.
You're willing to at least admit that?
Sure, yes.
Okay, thank you. We were sad to hear that Bombas dropped their ads because Bombas had enough money to make an impact in the Kirk Minihane Show and help Kirk with some ad revenue to grow his podcast into a juggernaut. Well, we already are. It's fine. They made a fatal error not recognizing the power and loyalty of the Kirk Minihane fan base. I think they'll be sorry for a long time. This is unbelievable. Ooh. Did you write this, Steve?
I did not.
They'll be sorry for a long time because they caved in the pressure of a lie-ridden copy-paste email. They should hire some new decision-makers with a backbone. We do not make enough money currently and make much of an impact, but Kirk was nice enough to understand that we can grow together. I want you all to know that I also want you to know that I know that not all of you think Blind Mike is the most talented co-host out there. Oh. To be clear, I'm not saying that.
Is that in the... Well, thanks for the money, I guess.
To be clear, I'm not saying that, but some of you are. And I want you to know that I know that you are thinking about it, and I empathize with you. This is funny. If we're being honest, Blind Mike isn't the funniest, handsomest, smartest, or wittiest guy in the room at any given time. But let's not forget that he did go after O.J. Simpson's lawyer that one time, and he did have the balls to put all of his eggs in the Minihane basket and leave his illustrious street team career at WEI behind, and he is blind. Blind people can't drive, but it's not their fault. So let's all help Blind Mike get to work in the morning. We need to show the social justice warriors that Kirk fan base rallies around those in need rather than sabotage. If we're being honest, Blind Mike, again, isn't the funniest, handsomest, smartest, or wittiest guy in the room at any given time.
Not the handsomest.
Say fuck off to those people who are trying to censor free speech. Say fuck off to those people with nothing better to do than play the victim card. It feels good to do what you want. Say thank you to Kirk Minihane, Dave Portnoy, and the few other people like them who are our last hope for unfiltered conversations and content. Buy some socks. Tell your friends to buy some socks, and we will be able to reinvest into the Kirk Minihane Show. So we're going to be a long-term partner. We can defeat those idiots together for what it's worth. Our shoes are designed never to get socks, rather to get holes in their toes. Are unique and fun to give as gifts. One size fit all, and they are always limited edition. So when they sell it, they are gone forever. Use code Kirk for 10% off. Check out our theme song at SoundCloud, by the way, which we're going to play, Mike, whatever the hell your name is, Steve. So Troll Socks is the fucking greatest. Is that the greatest fucking company of all time?
I liked most of it, yes.
And I stand by everything they wrote. That's fucking unbelievable. They are our people.
That was awesome, yeah.
And they're going to grow with us. I love that. The idea I love about that. The idea that they're starting, we're starting, and they're going to be this big fucking huge company that's going to knock Bombas on their ass. Because the Kirk Minihane, when the fucking Minifans hear this part, we should bump this up to the start. Can we bump this up to the start of the podcast?
Yeah, we can do that.
Why don't we start that? Because let's just fucking eliminate the first Troll Socks read. Because at the beginning we talked about it anyway, right?
Yep.
Let's just do that. Start with this. This is how we're starting the fucking show with this read because this is fucking unbelievable.
That was awesome.
Go there. Do you have anything else?
Thank you, Trollsocks.com.
Yeah, they seem to really appreciate you as well.
They don't love me on the podcast.
I mean, they wired you some cash yesterday to get you here.
It was very nice of them.
I mean, they recognize you're blind.
It was very nice of them. They'd probably rather give it to someone else. It
seems like they.
But I appreciate them doing.
There you go. So trollsocks.com. I am going there and buying fucking 10 pair of socks right now, and they're gonna have Kirk Minihane socks. They have all kinds of socks here going forward. They may even have socks about some certain people they're not allowed to talk about here as well. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? And you can any gender you want, you can wear those socks, right?
So I believe so.
There you
yes.
go. Unbelievable. Fucking trollsocks.com. We love them.
Do we want this theme song now?
Let's hold off till tomorrow. How's that? Let's give the people a little something. Troll Socks is about to experience their fucking website's going to shut down today. It's going to fucking shut down.
A sponsor stepped up. They came flooding through the door yesterday, contacting me. I must have talked with a dozen people yesterday who want to stand with Kirk Minihane, and Troll Socks expressed an interest in taking care of Blind Mike.
I got so much feedback yesterday. We'll get to all that in a second. Trollsocks.com. Bold socks that aren't afraid to stand with Kirk Minihane. Afraid here is spelled AFRIAD. I don't think is that a Troll Socks thing, or is that just okay, I'm just trying to get it right. You can get Trump-themed socks, Bernie Sanders-themed socks, Tiger Woods-themed socks, Game of Thrones theme socks, and more. I'm going to guess you can be able to get Kirk Minihane and Blind Mike socks and Steve, the show socks. I'm going to guess at some point.
I think they're working on it.
Good. Troll, TROLL socks.com. This is a sock company with balls. Trollsocks.com, proudly sponsoring Blind Mike's transportation. Not only do they have balls, they also have empathy for the blind.
Thank you, Troll Socks.
Yes, for the stupid, for the useless.
Yes. All right. Any other adjectives?
That's about right. Trollsocks.com. We love them. Trollsocks.com. Go there today. Tweet us your appreciation for that as well. I will buy some socks right after the show today. Buy myself a couple of brand new shirts. Terrific shirts yesterday. Holy shit, there's a feedback for these two shirts through the roof, no?
Yes, I'm wearing, I just got the Things Take Time shirt.
Yeah, I'm not talking about one of those. I'm not talking about those lousy shirts. I'm talking about the new ones that people actually want. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. We'll get to the new shirts in a second. Get to all the stuff. I mean, yesterday was insane. Let's do Roman now before we get to that, because we love Roman as well. They've been a day one sponsor, and I saw a shitload of tweets yesterday. Thanks for that. Keep them coming. No pun intended. Roman is the Kirk Minihane Show's number one sponsor. We love them. We're going to be loyal to them forever. GetRoman.com/Kirk. GetRoman.com/Kirk. Longer lasting sex at a great price, $5, and you get to keep the Kirk Minihane Show on the air. Done. We're done. $5. Get the fuck longer and help Kirk Minihane and help this great show. And the feedback for the show has been friggin' through the roof. And Roman's a huge part of it. GetRoman.com/Kirk. 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 $5 when you choose the monthly plan. Again, GetRoman.com/Kirk. And it's at GetRoman on Twitter, right?
Yes.
Yes. Make sure to tweet them your appreciation as well.
I'm listening to Kirk Minihane's podcast.
Sports and show business.
Kirk Minihane, who is apparently a derelict of some kind.
That is Kirk Minihane. No one more controversial right now in the sports talk world.
That's what I'm talking about. Sport!
Kirk Minihane, what kind of thug are you?
Yes, well, he is white hot right now.
The head. I also want to say something about Kirk Minihane because I like him.
Kirk is like a sports genius who everyone hates.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Okay. It is, let me see, Wednesday, August 7th, in case you guys were wondering.
Welcome to your show.
Thank you.
And there's a lot to cover this morning. It is 6:03. It's going to rain all day, by the way, if you care about the weather.
I do.
Rain coming this afternoon, and they're worried about some heavy thunderstorms. And you know how it is when it's humid.
Yes.
I like that. You know, it's If you care about the weather. I'm not giving you the weather.
I'm not trying to kill 30 seconds to just get closer to 10
I'm just
o'clock.
going to throw it out there. Like, if it's going to rain. I mean, don't take it from me. But
I like how he mispronounces humid.
He's wacky. And Danielle says yes.
Yes.
When it's humid, it's thunderstorms, right?
Yes.
Is that right, Danielle?
Yes.
It's humid.
Yes.
There's thunderstorms.
Yes.
It's hot.
Obviously.
Well, it's not the heat, it's the humidity that gets you.
It's true. It's 6:13, Danielle.
It's tough to keep going when I only have 2 words to go.
Just keep saying yes. Danielle, it's 6:13.
Yes.
It's humid.
Yes.
It's August.
Yes.
This is the Greg Hill Show.
Obviously.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just realizing we don't have a studio clock in here. How have we been doing this?
It's like being in Vegas. There's no light. There's no clocks. But we just keep our heads down. And, if the show's an hour and 40, if it's 2 hours, if it's an hour and 18 minutes, we tend to just sort of do our show.
Yeah.
We're not set by traditional radio or Sirius radio or one of these things where, you're dying for something to talk about, say on Sirius radio, and you never get any buzz for your station unless somebody shows up in New York and creates buzz for a day or goes after somebody and creates buzz for a day. I mean, do you ever hear anybody talking about Sirius radio in Barstool Radio ever unless it's me?
I did yesterday. Yeah.
That's, and I actually think I like the Big Cat Show, and I like
CZK.
Yeah, I think that's a really good show.
Yeah, I agree.
And Portnoy's fun. He's never there, but when he's there, it's fine. The morning show is on there, and I saw Willie Cologne's on Good Morning America today. Did you see the breakfast people tweeted at me? They're like, sorry, we're not going to fight back. Willie's on Good Morning GMA today. I'm like, wow, knockout punch. Congratulations.
Must be jealous.
He's filling in the summer for freaking 74-year-old women.
He's filling in? I thought you meant he was a guest.
I don't know. Is he? I don't even know. I don't. What would be a guest for? Shitty radio segment?
Maybe.
Your favorite shitty radio host?
I don't know. What would he be the host for?
Who knows?
The trauma of enduring Kirk Minihane.
I don't know. So obviously we went at Davey Mouse yesterday, and I knew he was going to come back, and that's who he is.
He was baffled by the nickname. He didn't understand it.
He was baffled by a lot. I have to say, and I thought my segment with Portnoy was actually pretty good. Like, it was just two people. We have legitimate differences of opinion. And had a discussion. I don't know. We'll get to that in a second. But his opening monologue was. I picked up my daughter at her camp. We were driving back, listening to it. And she was looking at me, and I was like, I don't even really, I'm not even sure I disagree. I understand his perspective. I don't have a big deal with it. But he seemed very worked up, and I was surprised. I know he's a pussy now, but I didn't think that the Minifan world was going to get under his skin so much. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Reference after Dave, this is you can't have it both ways, buddy. You can't, wag your finger and have your people dance around. And by the way, I didn't get any real feedback from people like the Portnoy crowd yesterday. It was all pro Minihane in this battle.
Even the comments on the story we put up at Barstool were pretty pro Kirk.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and people love Portnoy. I understand he had a hell of a run. He's more of obviously a symbol now, but that's okay. When he was Portnoy, he was great.
It was interesting that he kind of compared you to Rappaport, which I thought was interesting only because Rappaport got fired because he called the Stoolies idiots.
Right.
And then he went and called your fans idiots.
Very insulting.
It was interesting comparison.
And those are Stoolies, aren't they?
I would think so.
We're in the bar. Very insulting. I don't know. Maybe we should talk. I mean, the only thing is Portnoy now, since he signed that deal, is he's willing to work 16, 18 hours a day at the amusement park. So I don't think they're going to get rid of him. I just don't. I don't think, because he's good at it too. Yeah. That's the other thing. I mean, you saw he was chugging beers with Stone Cold. I mean, that's wacky. Who doesn't want to watch that?
What do you have to pay for that type of to get into the park?
Incredible. It's a good question. What a great experience, though. So Portnoy was on with Tommy and Brandon Walker, who was not familiar with. I didn't see him on Twitter until yesterday. And Portnoy sort of had this Belichick theme that he was not going to let go. And really only grew when shithead callers tried to call in and make a...
It wasn't a great day for all calls. There was one great call.
There was. I'm saying more of a friend of the show.
Yeah, there was
who's had a tough month. Maybe should have gone more with a poem form than the call he made. But let's get to Portnoy. So essentially it's Portnoy versus Minihane here at long last, right? Yeah. This is what people want. They got it. For me, it's a clear victory. I don't even think it's debatable. It's over. I mean, I won this thing. But we'll see what happens going forward. But here's Portnoy. Is it the monologue when he starts yesterday?
This is Portnoy coming after you a couple of times throughout the 2 hours yesterday.
Okay.
Kirk Minihane, I don't give a fuck if you're here. Do you know how delusional you have to be and how psychotic, and he is, no pun intended, but fit in.
Hold on real quick.
Or get out. But
hold on. Where's the pun there?
We didn't pick up on it earlier. Okay. We were listening to him too.
I mean, I understand that he's maybe irony he's going for there.
Yeah, he didn't mean to insult you.
I know he's stupid, but okay, go ahead.
I think that Barstool as a whole won't just stop what we're doing. You know what? He has a little bit in him, a little Rappaport in him. We're signing a guy who's got a troubled past here.
It's Josh Gordon.
He's Josh Gordon. And Josh Gordon, by the way, may be a compliment. Minihane, he lives in his own world. You're dealing now with somebody who's better at what you do than you. First time problem in Kirk's life. Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Now that's interesting.
I don't even know what that means.
Because people do compare,
I think he's saying
do compare you to a lot.
Oh, well, I mean, that's what he thinks. I mean, at what? I don't even know. I mean, do you think Portnoy could do this every day?
At agitating
no
people,
fucking
I think he
chance.
means, maybe, yeah.
No fucking chance he could do this every day. No chance. He sits there and fucking dicks around. He doesn't talk about real stuff. And he doesn't understand the situation. And never once did I say ever that I want to Barstool to shut down. And that's not what I'm saying. And I tried to articulate in our conversation. And I mean, I don't know how many people listen to this. Maybe we're better off just playing the whole fucking thing. But I don't, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if you're a free speech guy like he is, and somebody in your world, I think I started the conversation by saying this with him yesterday. If he worked for me and it was a day one situation, I'd still have his back. I wouldn't be fucking shutting down the company or anything. But he has remained distant from this situation. They're going on and saying, like, I don't know Murchison, I don't know this, I don't know that. It's strange, that's all.
Yeah, it became very obvious as that guy already called in, and then more so during your call even, that Portnoy's never going to admit he's wrong. That's just not in him really. But it kind of became pretty evident to me listening that he's like, okay, maybe there's some shit here I don't know necessarily.
Well, I didn't hear this. This Artie guy, I think, was on right before me, right?
Yeah.
So do we have him or no?
No, I don't have much audio from Artie. I can go back and pull some.
Didn't I tell you to cut the whole show?
Yeah, well, I've got like 1,000 cuts here. I just didn't pull any of the the
Do
caller.
we have MHB's call?
Yes, we have MHB's call.
I mean, not MHB. Did he call us MHB or did he call us John?
He called us MHB.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay. And Portnoy had no idea who he was. I mean, he doesn't know who I am. He barely.
Well, he introduced him as the host of a Minifan podcast.
Oh, Portnoy did?
Yeah,
Yes.
they did say that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So here's MHB's call.
First of all, like, this is a big moment for MHB. Like, he thinks he's going to like have his breakthrough social media. Like, everyone's going to, Portnoy's going to be like,
Well,
wow,
right from the
this guy's.
beginning, they insult him. It's
Right.
kind of like, who is this guy?
But MHB's thinking, like, this is my moment. Like, Portnoy's going to be like, who the fuck am I paying Minihane for? Who is this guy? Like, what is this? This guy's everything I've ever wanted.
He's about to impress the boss.
Yes, let me hear it.
Listen, I got to tell you, this is some of the most pathetic displays of commentary about you and Kirk Minihane. You're Bill Parcells, right? And you got Belichick coming in here. That's really, to put it in terms that you can understand. I know I got to dumb everything down and make it a sports analogy for you, Dave, but that's really what you have here. I'm sorry. You're not Parcells. You're not Brady.
You just said I was Parcells. You literally just said I'm Parcells. And then 2 seconds later, you're not Parcells. That's
how you started the call.
Do you want me to replay what you just said? Do you want me to replay what you
over?
It's tough. It's obviously just a simple mistake.
Yeah, but
you can't call him a dummy.
Yeah, you can't. You can't go all your balls out and then like fuck up like that. Then it's over. Like then he just does he come back at all? Or?
No, they hang up.
No, they hang up on him and then they go back and they replay it again and make fun of him some more.
It's a fucking body bag. Oh, that's rough. What a weird angle for him to take too.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
Well, in the Minifan thread, he tried to explain what he was going for. Yeah. Bob Kraft was involved. It didn't work out.
I understand what Portnoy is saying. I said this in the call. Like I don't mind being. There are going to be bigger stars. I said this yesterday in the Barstool Galaxy to me. I don't want to be like that. I have no desire to be like that. We have our thing. We do it. Like I'm not this weird Patriots analogy where I'm coming in. Like fine, I don't fucking care. I'm just going to do my show.
Well, it seemed like they were holding on to something that must have happened on Twitter because we didn't do this yesterday where we said without you, Barstool is done. I don't think anyone's under those delusions. No, I think, in fact, you said you'll never be as big. Which I don't even necessarily agree with, but you said you'll never be as big as PMT or Call.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I mean, just in terms of it's a different show. It's a daily 2-hour, a lot of laughs, but a lot of serious stuff, a lot of fucking, anger. Sometimes, it's just different. Part of my takes on 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And how long are they on for?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, and they have these guests on. It's light. It's a light show. It's also sort of a parody.
Yes.
I mean, in the Call Her Daddy girls are on 1 day a week for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? It's just different.
So it's just different. Yeah.
And also I don't, but our audience, and Portnoy has learned this now, I think there's no other audience as loyal as our audience and the overall Barstool audience. Like it's a marriage of two insanely loyal audiences. And I think Portnoy
They're coming together for the first
Dave, I think,
time.
well, a little bit, but also I think Dave was a little rattled by it yesterday. I mean, I heard him in the open talking about these fucking idiots are tweeting me.
He's not used to being the idiot that they're talking about. He's used to having them go after other idiots.
On this one, he's a fucking idiot. Like he's got to deal with it. He's got to eat shit, and you could tell that he knew he was wrong yesterday. And like you said, he wouldn't admit it, but he's like, these people are tweeting me. These people are fucking dumb. Fuck you. It's like, well, like you said, Rappaport did that. He got fired.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that about his audience. His audience they go to the events. They go to the fucking, they buy shirts. They do that. They go to the theme park. I've seen them. They take pictures with Davey Mouse. So they do that.
Yeah.
But also I work for a company where we can have this conversation for a half hour with the guy who runs it and me. and then make shirts making fun of him.
Yeah.
It's, not a lot of...
And he even promoted it in a way. He goes, hey, they have Davey Mouse shirts, go fucking buy them. I make money.
And he knows, WEI is not going to put out Sam Kennedy shirts. With
no, I don't think so.
Or Greg Hill shirts with Sam Kennedy's cum down fucking Greg Hill's chin. People would buy them probably, but they're not going to make them. But I don't, that's sort of I want to hear this Artie guy if you can find him at some point. It's pretty interesting. But I don't, I'm not sure. It seems to me the big takeaway was, and when I was on with Dave, is there any other, before we get to that, is there any other sound of note before?
So after MHB called in, you had a big Dave Portnoy fan call in.
Oh, let me hear that. Go ahead.
So what's up? Go Prez, go. King of the Beach, Brady Belichick, Portnoy. Kirk Minihane just kind of looks like a weasel and sounds like a dummy for all this, to be honest, in my opinion. I knew you were still looking for a guy. I'm out here in California. I'm living in my car. I'll start driving to New York right now if I can get a shot.
Okay, no.
Can't have too much going for him.
Even Tommy and Portnoy were like, nah, we're good.
At least MHB's not living in his car.
Yeah,
for now. I mean, who knows? But Jesus. But yeah, that's again that caller Stooley sounds very intelligent to me. I don't criticize like Portnoy criticize my fans. I'm gonna criticize his. That guy seems like he's got his shit together. That's what I would say. He just happens to have a disagreement with me. I look like a weasel. I sound like a what?
Dummy.
Dummy. Yeah. Oh, all right. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, there was so much. Like yesterday was one of these crazy days on social media. I don't know. Have not been historically a lot of people doing this to Dave in the company?
No, not really. Not that I can think of.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, other than Rappaport,
right?
Trying to think of anyone else that's really like questioned him while they work here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Okay, but I mean, I don't think the Rappaport comparison is apt, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, because you had a legitimate gripe, whereas Rappaport kind of just went off on him for no reason, really.
I mean, it seems more of a McAfee thing. I don't know, but
yes.
Also,
but
that
McAfee and him never had an issue.
With Dave.
Yeah, it was McAfee complained about the business people and kind of just left overnight.
Right, but that's also, I mean, it's Portnoy's company. But but I mean, this is more of a, but I'm not even sure Portnoy and I disagree at its core on the issue.
You don't.
We just disagree on how it's being, my way of handling it, he doesn't like. And he won't tell me that because he knows if he says that to me on the air, A, he looks like a total pussy. And B, I don't think he really believes that.
But also, I don't think he grasps, like, I wish you kind of hammered this home more, that you didn't talk about Murchison for a year and a half at EEI. And he's like, well, clean slate now. But it's like, that's not how this, he just has to get that that's not how this guy works. And if anything in your call yesterday or whatever sparked something in Murchison to go after Barstool, which I hope it doesn't, but if anything does happen like that, then God knows.
Yeah, but he knows he's going to take the shit for that? Me. It's going to be, they can blame it me, which, whatever. I don't. It's fine.
But it's kind of like what you've been trying to do is warn them that this is going to happen.
Yeah, and when you bring me in, this is life. And I don't think we spent a lot of time talking about it before Jerry got fired. I could be wrong. I mean, he said the first show, he's right. We told the story of how
he's right. There
here.
are individual episodes, but I think what Portnoy forgets is we've now done, 40 episodes?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we do a show every single day.
Yeah, so we've already got more than some podcasts that are on for a year.
He also said he never listens to it.
Right.
So you can't say he never listened to it and then say we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, he went through and he looked at the headlines and he was like, oh, you put the guy's name in the headline.
He said he's judging from clips. And so he thinks of it as, because I mean, he's a big social media guy, obviously. So he thinks of it as if in a month we have 3 or 4 clips of Murchison, then that's kind of just taunting the guy and asking for it.
Well, I think
I get what from afar I understand.
I think there's actually truth to it too.
Yeah.
Like I think the key moment yesterday in our conversation was Dave said he cares more about his wallet than I forget what the line was.
I've actually got a series of clips of him talking about his wallet and what's right in principle.
He said it to me at one point, and I said, I don't. And I forget what he said. He cared about more his wallet than something, free speech or something. I don't know. And I said, I don't. And do you have it or not?
I've said this from day one. I am free speech. I love free speech. I love my wallet more. I've never confused that.
So fine. I understand. I don't. Yeah, and I don't. And by the way, I'm here making a nice living, but making less money than I did before because I don't. And I'll do it again if I have to because I don't. That's, and I'm lucky because I have money, so I could have this. I can do this. Other people can't. Other people are, fucking Sox companies paying for them to drive around. It's different.
And it's also Portnoy as a boss now, whereas I think 5 years ago that might have been he might have taken a different stance.
Absolutely.
Where he might have been.
I understand he's looking at the big. This is his baby. He's looking at the whole picture.
Right.
But like I said yesterday, I don't really disagree with him. I understand his perspective, and I actually think he understands mine. We just disagree on it. And I think, to his credit, he's like, well, go do it. We'll see what happens.
And I don't think you even necessarily disagree that much. I think
I don't either. I don't either. I think, I was surprised that he was rattled by, not that he was knocked on his ass or anything, but you could tell his voice sounded like voices I've heard before on the radio when I get people going. I was surprised at that.
But it's also tough for Portnoy to be like, well, don't talk about the guy. Where it's like, imagine if Deadspin was writing shit about them. You think Portnoy would go, well,
but he admitted that too.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. And he's like, he would go. And by the way, that is probably, well, not probably, I hope not, but it could definitely happen. I mean, it could definitely happen.
Yeah.
And my point is then, well, you could have killed it maybe 4 months before, 6 months before, and then you let it linger.
Yeah.
Maybe lost me, who knows, and now you're battling this fucking guy. And I don't think, by the way, it'll happen. And I think he would lose that battle.
Yeah.
But, by the way, I think he's losing this battle. That's the other thing. I mean, you saw yesterday, the fucking feedback was unbelievable. The loyalty is unbelievable because we do something different than any other show. We do.
Yeah, and how many people are you going to go after? Like, if Roman says, go fuck yourself, then what?
He'll keep going to the next one and the next one. But it seems to me that they want me to not talk about, and like I said, he took a page out of the Zarbano playbook. He wants us just not to mention his name and talk about him for X amount of time, and
that
see what
shot
happens.
Hurt him. That was a shot to the gut when he compared him to Zambrano.
If this guy's as diabolical, just don't talk about him. If he still comes at us when you're not talking about him, I'm not talking for a week. I'm talking for 6 months. You haven't mentioned his name. He's still calling. You may get a very different Dave Portnoy. That hasn't happened. We haven't given this a chance to go away. And I've said, if you want to talk about it, talk about it. Just know the position you're putting us in. That's all.
Well, according to you, you're not putting me in. I'm not putting any position. This is a Kirk Minihane issue.
Well, for right now, it is. He's not going after Barstool. He's going after you.
It's not the cut we're looking for, but sorry, we're looking for this.
I thought you were talking about
right?
it.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
know.
when he
do you have that or
Zambrano?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. When does this transportation kick in?
It already has.
It already has.
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Think it sends a bunch of socks?
I hope so.
Good. I'll wear them.
I'd like some Blind Mike socks.
Yes,
be fun.
So I said at the start of the show, you guys are great. You'll be ramps like you two.
Yeah, a little hat and sunglasses.
Any other clothing items you want to name before?
I have a new name for you now. You're not Davey Mouse anymore. You know who you are because who gave me that advice a year and a half ago? Joe Zarbano.
Get out of here with Zambrano. Have I told you not?
You're poor man's Joe Zarbano. That's who you are.
Poor man's Zambrano.
That's all I want to get on.
that one hurt.
But Dave's point is, hey, just wait 6 months or a year. Don't mention his names. And I know he's talking. It's being handled totally differently than Entercom.
Yeah.
But that is exactly what they told us. And we did it, well, because they wouldn't let us, they'd just dump it anyway. So it didn't matter. They had total control over it. Yeah. To the point where the program director, that's why they installed the dump button in the program director's office. So that was done. Dave is essentially telling me the same thing. And I know it's way different, but I've been, and I tried to articulate, I've been there. We were told, we did it for a year. We did nothing.
That's the part he didn't get, is that...
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
If you stop talking about him for 6 months, the guy will still go after advertisers. And then you're out of advertisers, and you haven't talked about what's going on, so you're not doing as good a show as you would usually do because you're ignoring the biggest thing happening.
And you're giving it to people, and people are now saying, well, you're a pussy. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you talking about this? I want to hear about this. And then they're going to get mad at Barstool. They're going to get mad at me.
And then in 6 months, when you go to them and say, well, I didn't talk to him for 6 months and he's costing us advertisers, they could say, well, you're not making us any money.
Right,
so get the fuck out of here.
Right, get out of here. That's exactly what's going to happen. Exactly. And by the way, you want to set a clock, and we're not going to say Bob Merchant's name for 3 months? Great, whatever. I mean, I think we've gotten our point across.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll do that. Okay, fine. It starts now. We won't say his name anymore. If that makes fucking people happy. It's stupid anyway. So, what happens 3 weeks from now? So 3 weeks from now, if we find out that he's been calling and I can't get mad then, right?
Bite your tongue.
But
4 more months.
11 weeks from now, that's not an issue, right? But 27 weeks from now, when he's still doing it, I can then go on the air and say his name.
That's the thing is, I get Portnoy's logic. If you're dealing with whatever activist, but this guy is so much different,
right? And he's so. I mean, and I don't want to do it every day. I don't. But I mean, today it's important. We talked about it with Portnoy for a half hour yesterday. Yeah. We did the whole show on it. Got a lot of feedback, so it's important. But I don't want to do it every day going forward. We're not going to do it every day going forward.
We haven't done it every day.
No, but right now it's important because we're doing it, and he is affecting our show, and that to me is relevant. And I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think Portnoy, in the perfect world, would like to tell me not to talk about him anymore, but he knows he can't.
Right.
He can't. I mean, obviously he can, but he can't.
But he
and
can't.
I wouldn't. So, I mean, there's that. So, I don't know. It's a weird. I don't think he's ever quite been in that spot before.
No, definitely not.
I mean, because, all the other shows, they get in trouble sometimes and this and that, but it's not like this. It's a different thing for him. But he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe there's just a change going on overall, because like the Francis thing, we talked about it, and I don't think Francis would have been fired 4 years ago when I was here, whatever.
No.
I just don't think that would have happened. So it's like there is a different world now where, I mean, the world itself is different, but it's also like Portnoy is a boss, and I don't know how much of an influence that has. I don't know if he would be insulted by me saying that, but that's just
Who cares?
The way things
Fuck
are.
you care if he's insulted by you saying that. You're
know,
fucking on my show.
I worry.
Jesus Christ.
He threw.
So what are we so why am I a mouse in Disneyland then?
What did he say? He took a shot at you?
A little bit.
Did he?
Well, he just started saying his blind sidekick, and he goes, it's not my fault that he's blind. And I was like, why?
That's what I said?
Why does it come to this?
I said that?
No, Portnoy said that.
Did I say it was his fault? Did he blind you?
This was before you were on.
Oh, I didn't listen. So was the whole show about me?
Yes,
Pretty
2
much,
hours
yeah.
of the show was all about you.
Yeah.
Jeez, and you've cut up about 30 seconds of it, given the best
no,
of
I've got a ton of
Portnoy,
it.
and where's his caller? Is it Portnoy taking great shots at me? Did Tommy or Brandon Walker say anything, or were they just sort of?
Not really.
They kind of sat on the sidelines, actually.
So Portnoy ranted for 2 hours and they took calls.
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
This is Minahan's battle, not Barstool's battle.
No, say, hold on. So that ultimately,
Carabas was in too.
Oh, that's right. Jared was in too. And you have Jared calling the fans psychopaths? Hold on for 1 second. So play that last Portnoy clip again. The one you just played.
If you don't make us money, Kirk Minihane, you're gone. Simple.
That's not the cut I asked for.
This is Minahan's battle, not Barstool's battle.
Stop. So that ultimately, I don't agree with that in full. I don't. I think when you sign up for a company, you join a company, they promote that they're going to let you do whatever you want. They're going to fight for you. They'll always fight for you. I've been told that by other people in the company. When you hear that to me, and it's not the end of the world. It's not World War fucking III or anything. That's disappointing, but I'm over. Like, it's not crushing, but I'm surprised to hear it. That's not what I expected.
Yeah, I think it's a Kirk Minihane Show battle, and the Kirk Minihane Show is on Barstool Sports.
Right. So my question would be then why am I here?
Like, if this guy was going after.
Like, I'm paying for.
I don't even want to use "pardon my take" because he would say that's different. But
whatever
mixtape.
Well,
whatever.
I mean, I would say if the Daddy Girls were guys, and they talked about the same stuff like fucking chicks and eating pussy and fucking each girls in the ass, like the opposite of what the girls did with his guys.
Yeah,
there'd probably be a big issue with that.
Yeah, probably.
It's so sexual and so raunchy and so aggressive, and I could see that.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, with Portnoy, I don't know, so the other thing is, like, so with this length thing, if I'm there for 2 years, he then has my back? 9 months? I don't know what, I'm not sure why that matters.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I understand, I'm all for loyalty. I'm all for you're there for a long time. You've earned stripes like KFC and guys like that.
Of course.
I get that completely. But I don't know why that, I don't know. I feel like each battle should be a battle. If you work for the company,
they brought you in. It's not like you showed up and they're like, oh, I guess Kirk Minahane's here. You know what I mean? Like, they knew they were bringing
Kirk Minihane is brand new to Barstool. Brand new. He's coming to a winning team. A team that scores touchdowns every time they touch the ball.
Boy, he did not give up that fucking analogy in the open. But he's right. But I've never disputed that. I know maybe 3 people on Twitter tweeted at him that I'm like saving to be fucked without me.
Yeah, I don't know why that became the theme of the show.
But I think
we never said that.
No, but I would say that, like, if we get into a battle over this and I wind up leaving or whatever, it looks bad for them. Not that I'm gone, but just the idea of it, that they lose this free speech thing, is not a great look for them. Will they get over it? Of course they will, because fucking most people at Barstool don't even listen to me. They don't care. They're 24-year-olds, fucking whatever. Like that doesn't that part of it doesn't matter to me at all. Like he's right. It's going to be with or without me. That fucking train is going to keep going. No, of course. Who's disputing that?
But yeah, I don't know. That became the theme for some reason, that that this was our stance, and it's like that's not really what happened. Where it's like it is a bad look if the Francis thing happens and then they get rid of you because an activist is going after you. It's like, well, then it's just
and they're not going to do that. By the way, they're not going
to
to do that. The show is super successful. It's doing great. I mean, I heard Portnoy say 10 times how great I am, how smart I am, how good the show is, and fucking dummy.
They like you very
dummy
much.
Carabas is saying that too. And what did Carabas say about the fans? Do we have that, Steve?
He said there were psychos. I'm looking for it right now.
Okay. What's going on with you in this?
I just have a ton of cuts. That's all.
Okay. You should have figured out a way to organize them so when I ask for them, you have them. It feels like a producer's job. I could be wrong. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I mean, I don't know. We're sitting ramping while Steve finds sound. I asked for that Carabas sound 3 minutes ago. Fuck is it?
Do we have the arty sound yet?
No, I don't think so. He had that MHB sound ready to go, though. He's ready to bury
that
him.
one, he liked.
What a rough week for MHB. Oh, my God. Jesus. Between the poetry, back up to 300, I heard, and that fucking phone call to I don't even know, the Parcells. Like, what is that even?
He was trying to make he was dumbing it down for Portnoy.
I understand that.
The people I worry about are his idiot fans. He's got the dumbest fans. His hardcore fans are so stupid. They're just so, like, they're saying things.
They're like radicalized.
Yeah, they are.
His fans are like radicalized, like psychopaths.
Like, hold on.
But that's no different than Stoolies.
Oh, yeah, sorry they don't show up to baseball games wearing fucking shirts and rooting for a team to fucking touch a plate more than another team. Those are the normal people, right, Jared? Like, yeah, Section 10 in the house. Those people aren't fucking radicalized. They're fucking
certified G's.
They're just fucking idiots. They're fucking morons who sit there and like your dumb tweets with your gifs and your fucking videos. Like us, like, oh yeah, they're psycho. But by the way, he's not wrong. It's also important to note that, like, they are radicalized. But that's, but so are his stupid fans, and so are Dave's. Like, what's the? And you're right. Like, he fired Rappaport allegedly because Rappaport called the fans stupid, right?
Yeah.
Well, the report I just called Barstool people buy shirts and fucking download the podcast and subscribe to it and buy Roman for what's the difference?
Yeah, I think there's a little difference in the sense that
fire him.
Portnoy's
fire the fucking mouse. Fire him. That's what I say. Who cares if he's gone?
Portnoy's kind of in character, whereas Rappaport did it as just kind of an attack on people on Twitter.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't. I know he's. But you didn't get the sense that he was angry yesterday at that.
Yeah, he was, but no angrier than Portnoy.
I'll snap my fingers again today if you want. We'll go Davey Mouse again. We'll do the whole thing again if it rattles him that much.
Let this battle play out on the Kirk Minihane podcast.
What the fuck is he talking?
Right after that,
he lost his mind.
Right after that, he goes, "I don't know why."
Yeah, I heard him. See, Mike doesn't know what to do because Mike's in between. Like he's you know,
Kirk. It's amazing. I seem to find that you were both right. In this.
I'll tell you what. How's this work going forward? Like, why don't you leave here and go ask Portnoy to be part of his show? See how that goes.
I said I agreed.
Fuckhead.
I said I agreed with you.
What else do we have? Do we have anything else, Steve, of note?
I've heard conflicting reviews. He says he wants to start fresh, not deal with this guy. Then shut up. Let's don't talk about him and see what happens. Go on your merry way. Like you said, I think he needs an adversary.
He does.
So if you
but
can't,
this Bob guy's the wrong guy to have as an adversary.
It seems like he's the wrong guy.
Yes, when you pick on a guy for content, you probably shouldn't pick on a guy who's not in unsaid content who can also cost you money.
So again, they're acting like you.
TPD. Two pussies dishing. That should be the name of that show. Holy shit! You can hear the fucking vaginas slapping against each other there. Jesus.
But they're kind of acting like you
Scissors
were
with Jared Carabas and Dave Portnoy. Jesus Christ. Like, and I talked about Murchison when Jerry got fired.
Yeah.
And then I talked about him when, guess what he did? Cost us business. Right. Like, if he didn't fucking do that, we wouldn't be talking about him.
Well, that's my point, is they were acting like you were picking on him. Like, you sought him out and were like,
I know, like one day I woke up and I was like, they don't know the story. Even Carabas doesn't know the story because he can't fucking read. But, like, Dave doesn't know it, and they don't know what they're fucking talking about.
Right.
They don't. They're just idiots. And I don't know why.
He's going to take this and he's going to break it down. They're going to do like a pause. They're going to react to it. Yeah.
Good.
That's what they're going to do.
This is people are like, oh, they're doing this as content, this WWE. It kind of is, I guess. Like, I'm happy. Take it.
Wait, nobody's better than Dave off the cuff there. Jeez. Christ.
Well, he's right, you know?
What's that?
Just the idea that, I don't know what he was trying to say. But I'm trying to defend the guy.
I was saying it's WWE. What the fuck
but
is
I mean, it's all content, so who gives
Well, sure it is.
Which is why I don't think he's genuinely mad. Or anything.
He's not mad. I don't think he's mad. I think he's... I don't even think he's confused. I think he's... And I think in a way he admires it. I do. I think down deep he's like, you know what? This fucking guy is going to... If he's willing to blow this thing up for this, good for him. Like, good luck.
Yeah. But then there's also... The WWE angle is also... People were tweeting like, is this just for business?
Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah. Absolutely scripted. Yeah. Bob's part of the team. Oh, yeah. He's great. We love him. We talk to him all the time.
Yeah. I think those people...
He's coming to Milton's with us tomorrow for lunch. That's okay, isn't it? We have some clothes. It'll be great. Yeah. It'll be awesome. Yes. I think I laid out pretty good on Monday. I think the situation is the situation. And you know what? Like, I like Erica and Dave a lot. They've been great to me. If they think it makes more sense for us not to talk about Murchison for 6 months... I mean,
it's a long time, especially considering what he could do in that amount.
Well,
of time.
that's the only thing. Like, okay, like let's figure it out, and let's do it. And if that's what you guys think is best, I'm willing to give anything a try because I respect you guys, unlike the other people before. But know this: like, it's not going to work. Like, I'm just going to tell you, it's not going to work. If you guys think it's going to work, I'll defer to you. But feel like I'm briefed and educated more in this particular situation than they are. That's not a knock on them at all. I'm just saying like that's not going to work. But
and then you have to wonder what they would do if we get some Murchison free advertising, like people that don't give a fuck about the guy. Mm-hmm. So then Murchison turns to Barstool. And it actually works with some people. Then they're dealing with Murchison and we're not. Then
I'll enjoy that.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
What do we do?
Well, I think that's gonna happen. I don't. And I don't want that to happen.
No, of course not.
But no, we're going to bubble ourselves, and we're going to Murchison-proof a lot of our advertising. We're going to take care of it. I think Portnoy made it again clear, just as clear yesterday as he did the day before. Like we're on our own, which I like. I have no issue with that whatsoever. None.
Right.
Like okay, you're paying me a nice salary, and we promote it through Barstool once in a while, and that's fine. Good. We're on our own. We can do that. We can handle that.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. All right, we're doing Roman again, or what are we doing?
Roman would be great.
All right, it seems like a good spot for our friends at Roman. Most guys have tried different ways to last longer, and it doesn't work. Roman makes it work for you. Longer lasting sex. They send it to your house, very discreet packaging. Let it rip, put it on. A couple months later, you're good to go, and you last longer in bed. It makes you happier. It makes your wife happier, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want. Threesome, I don't give a shit. Whatever, as long as everyone's on board and legal age, Roman and I give you the thumbs up. Fuck away. And by the way, it helps the Kirk Minihane Show, which you spent the last 30 minutes talking about, this sort of weird battle that we're in. Roman has been super loyal from day one. So go to GetRoman.com/Kirk, GetRoman.com/Kirk, GetRoman.com/Kirk for just $5 for your first month. Right away, GetRoman.com/Kirk. Anything else before we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, you just want to give me 60 seconds? I'll find that article.
Yes. Sure. Yeah, it's fine.
Podcast, right? So I haven't said don't talk about him at all. Like you
understood.
So you can talk about
right here? Okay. Are we doing this live on the air right now? You're picking
I was just going to find. I think we're at the start of his call.
That's already right there. The start of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So why'd you say 60 seconds?
Because I guessed well.
Okay. You did not guess well. 60 seconds. If you hold on. If you guessed well, it would have taken 60 seconds.
No, he means he guessed well and found he thought it might take him 60 seconds.
Picking where the audio was.
Instead, it took
I was
him
budgeting
0
60 seconds.
That's how good this guy is.
You think he's been good so far with this stuff?
Well, he got me some money, so I think
money to get you.
I think today
he actually get you any money.
I think today he's been good.
He got you to where you're spending no money.
Yes, he got me to break even.
Right. Tomorrow you get some clothes.
And the art commission.
That's true.
That's true, yeah. $300, free transportation.
And now I'm only down...
and a couple of outfits tomorrow.
Yeah.
And a free lunch. What else do you want?
It's all coming up blind Mike, I say.
And the good thing is you're not resting on your laurels, which I appreciate.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
No, but he's running his own podcast, right? So I haven't said don't talk about him at all. Like you
understood.
So you can talk about, but
was there a point before that?
Yeah. I was picking it up in the middle of the call.
Why?
But
hold on. Why would you do that?
Maybe you didn't guess great.
Why would you do that?
Because it was a long call.
Was it a good call, Mike?
It was. It was very good. It was a little long. But.
Okay. Do you always like to pick up things in the middle of calls? And
it would make more sense to start at the beginning.
Like if we
then I'll take a little more time. And
60 seconds, say?
Yes.
See, you didn't guess well at all. You just hold on. He didn't guess well at all. You just picked in the middle of it.
It appears he may not.
You thought he got it right away, like the beginning of the call.
Sure, yeah.
But it turns out he didn't do that.
Not so much.
So he actually guessed about as poorly as you can, right in the middle where it's most incoherent.
It seems.
So the way he did pick well for us because it was the worst possible moment.
Well, he guessed pretty well. He got in the middle of the call.
It's almost like he went to the same college as somebody else.
Let's not get too wacky.
That's the one thing that off the airport I was like,
let's not. Yeah.
No more jokes from Steve, okay? Like the merchant stuff, fine, but no more jokes from Steve.
It's over the line.
Yeah, it's just not right.
Hey, we like to have fun here.
Yeah. The headphones. Now I'm confused. Artie,
green.
The green.
Yeah, green plate.
Artie, what's up?
Hey, Prez. Longtime Stoolie first and Minifan second. And I'm embarrassed by these idiots that seem to think you would fall without Kirk. I mean, that's obviously not true. My 2 cents is you've yet to listen to the show, but you keep saying he keeps bringing up Murchison, which he hasn't. I'll listen every day to him and every day to you. And the Murchison is to a minimum, and the only time he really spoke about it was explaining to people what the hell it was all about.
But wasn't his last podcast, his name was in the title?
No, that was after the fact, and it was only after he lost Bombas.
Someone tweeted that he never brought him up until they lost the underwear sponsor or sock sponsor,
or
whatever.
He barely mentioned him, and he's been completely free of him since he left and from when he first got there. And all he's been doing is saying,
I offered so many times to talk to this guy face to face, and he keeps backing down. And his main point, I believe, is he went to Barstool. He's got the backing of Barstool in his mind, whether it's accurate or not. And I think a simple, Kirk, we got you back. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll take care of you. Would have sufficed. But you come off yesterday kind of like you're in your own shit, buddy. Just because you work here doesn't mean shit. You're doing your own thing. Keep doing your own thing.
Well, all right.
That's how it came off.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's good. That's perfect. Well, let me hear what Dave says. Go ahead.
Here's what I've been told, and you're right, I haven't listened to it all, that he is talking about him. If you're saying he hasn't, but like the reason I'm talking about is because he's talking about it.
For the reason he's talking about it is because he's losing money. And you keep saying if he loses money, then you lose money. So in his mind, and my mind as well, you should probably be on the same page.
No, but he's running his own podcast, right? So I haven't said don't talk about him at all. Like
this is where Portnoy kind of gets tripped up. But this is where he started to see the point that you didn't talk about him until it came up.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we started the first show. We talked to Portnoy, mentioned that in the phone call and my call with him yesterday. That's true. Like we gave an idea of how I wound up here. I think that's pretty reasonable. There were no real
origin story.
There's no real shots taken. And I think once in a while he was a floating character, like other people doing Name of the EI or whatever.
I'm sure he
like,
came up as a reference.
No question. We did the Shirley sound the other day. I'm sure his name came up. I don't doubt that. And then when Jerry got fired, his name came up. And then when the Bombas thing happened, his name came up. I don't like. This is how I do my show. Like, this is part of, they knew what they were getting. Like, I was not going to not talk about this. I told them that. This was part of the show.
Yeah.
One day Erica called me and said, so what about this Murchison guy again? And I explained who he was to her, really. And she said, okay, do you think it's better if then we talked about it? And she said, okay. Like, I maybe privately, like, Jesus, it sounds like they are probably like, will this fucking guy shut up about this? And the answer is no. I mean, sometimes yes, sometimes no. There's a chance, next week we won't talk about him at all. The week after we won't, maybe. And then maybe on a Thursday something will happen and we will. But if something happens, that means that not talking about him didn't work. Which won't work. I'm just telling you it won't work.
Right. Well, there was something where he said that Erica and Gaz went to him and said, like, this is a guy I wouldn't talk about or wouldn't mess with or something.
Yeah, I don't know what Gaz's role is in this whole thing, other than Snake.
He's a shitster.
Which I like. Obviously, I'm saying that
he's
it's a compliment.
the best at it.
Right. He wanted me on that show in the worst way yesterday. So he was tweeting about it and doing the whole thing. And he got his wish, and I went on. There's no way I wasn't going to. I saw people, they were tweeting. I was afraid to go on. Or like, what the fuck are they doing?
Gaz's role at Barstool is he was tweeting that at you, and then he'll go into Portnoy and say, like, yeah, Kirk says you don't want to face him again. That's just what Gaz
He's great
is.
at that. Which
awesome.
I appreciate.
Well, they were playing this kind of game where they're like, well, Kirk can call in if he wants. Here's the headline.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to call. If they want me to call in, I'll call in. But tell me you want me to call in. I'm not going to bother them if they're doing. I ranted on Dave for 2 hours yesterday. If you want to rant on me for 2 hours, you should be able to do that. Right. Once they said we want you to call, I called. Done. I mean, I'll call every day. I fucking work for them. That's the one thing. Like, I think they seem frustrated with the Merchant thing. I've been a pretty damn good employee so far. It's brief so far, but so far so good. Can't praise the other shows enough, and I'm happy to do it. I'll do it all day. I like all the other stuff. So, I don't know. It's weird. I'm not sure how it's going to end. I don't know. I mean, I sort of do, but I hope it doesn't end that way. But I'm concerned. I have concerns.
Pessimistic?
Well, no. I just sort of, I've done this before. This is a different scenario in a different place. But, I think what we're going to do is we're going to, like I said, we are now us. We're now a new group, a band of three, unbelievably. Yeah. I'm with you two now, and this is going to be my lot in life until it gets figured out.
I'm actually more optimistic after yesterday. From the sponsors who reached out, there are a lot of people who
unbelievable.
said,
Me too.
We're coming on. Former EI people saying, we're seeing a Greg Hill slump. We want to come over.
Well, they know. I mean, you could see yesterday on social media. There's no other show that gets this reaction on social media. There just isn't. I mean, there isn't. I don't care. And I know it's my world, but I don't see any other shows getting because we're a show. Like the other shows on Barstool are great, but they're all sort of individual shows. Then they end.
They're podcasts, whereas this is kind of a radio show on the internet.
This is a day, like I've always said in my old show, like you want to hear what goes on the next day because of what happened the day before.
Yeah, well, I mean, what were people saying as soon as Barstool Radio got over with Dave?
We want to hear me talk about it. Right. And I mean, that'll end because Dave won't spend as much time on it today. Then we'll just move on. But I mean, this is what we do in the Murchison drama. What's going to happen with Blind Mike and what's going on with Steve and where's Cullinane and the Minifan guy. Like this is fucking what we do.
By the way, where is MHB?
What do you mean?
He's no longer with us. He passed away.
Did he die?
I mean, have we put a call in?
Oh man, I thought the 1-2 of Steve, and then let me hear that call one more time. I just like the loud Portnoy just drown in like MH. There's nothing,
just said that.
There's nothing worse than like trying to fight back on the phone. You just sound so like, well, no, but I can't.
It's like you're slipping underwater.
They're just drowning and they're just killing you. I mean, like, you know, he starts out. Hold on. He starts out like with this, like I said, this fucking dick is out. Like, fuck you, Dave. I'm a Minute fan.
I got
like,
it. Kirk is going to give me such a pat on the back.
We are going to bring, like, he's thinking, I'm going to fucking, like, get Portnoy to the point where he's going to quit. He's going to cry on the air. The whole thing. Go ahead.
Listen, I got to tell you, this is some of the most pathetic displays of commentary about you and Kirk Minihane. You're Bill Parcells, right? And you've got Belichick coming in here. That's really, to put it in terms that you can understand. I know I've got to dumb everything down and make it a sports analogy for you, Dave, but that's really what you have here. I'm sorry. You're not Parcells. You're not Brady.
You just said I was Parcells. You literally just said I'm Parcells. And then 2 seconds later, you're not Parcells. That's
how you started the call.
Do you want me to replay what you just said? Do you want me to replay what you just said, you moron?
My favorite part. No. I said Belichick.
Yeah. Can we isolate? That is the best part. No, Belichick. Part about, and they just goes like it's almost like they.
Do you want me to replay what you just said? Do you want me to replay what you just said, you moron?
Davey Mouse. Davey Mouse had a good moment there. You're doing that.
You know, you got to give the devil.
Look at on. He's like, yeah, we had some dumb call that we replayed. I didn't know it was MHB. Replayed it.
Oh, you didn't? No. Oh, God. I thought that was so bad because it's absolute piling on.
Oh, it's just like that voice. It's almost like they're taking the phone away from him. He's trying to yell into the phone.
But
Belichick.
They played MHB's call like 4 times.
Let me hear the Belichick thing one more time. That's funny.
Do you want me to replay what you just said, you moron? See ya. I mean, be better.
And
then they played it for Carabas, and Carabas started bashing him.
Oh. Poor MHB.
Honestly, the guy literally, that's his number one fan. Right. Hey, let me tell you, you're Bill Parcells.
But you're not Bill Parcells.
Not Bill Parcells. What a fucking idiot. How long did that fucking idiot plan that?
And that, by the way, is a fair question. Yeah. Like, how long, when did MHB get that germ in his head? Like, oh, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to treat Portnoy because he's dumb, because he likes sports, and I'm going to tie it into the Patriots like he did. And I'm going to talk about Parcells and Belichick. And then he says, you're not Parcells. It's great. That's great. That's funny.
And it's just a simple.
That honestly is worth the whole fight.
I do that 5 times a show, probably, where it's just a simple.
Yeah, but it's his moment, though.
But it just, in that moment, you can't do it.
And Portnoy, by the way, he got him in a bad spot because Portnoy was kind of reeling. Like, he knows, like you said, I think down deep he knows he's on the wrong side of this fight, but he has to do it. So he's like, if I need some fresh meat here, I need to kick the shit out of somebody. And good old MHB, who's got plenty of meat, shows up with that big belly of his and starts fucking, yapping away about Parcells and Belichick. Oh, jeez. I love the guy, but Jesus. There were any good Minifan callers other than my guy Artie?
Artie.
Portnoy said it was like 50-50.
It was about, I would say so. But no one, other than Artie, it was kind of all that. It was no great points were made, really.
Yeah, it seemed like it was repetitive, right? Like Dave and I just sort of, I think we probably agree on
either someone
96% of it.
It was either someone saying, Portnoy, you're a fucking idiot and you sold out, or someone saying, this Minihane, yeah. See, now I'm doing it.
Good job. Yeah.
Minihane guy sounds like an asshole.
Right. Yeah.
The only disagreement, he wants you to give it 6 months of not talking about the guy, and you think, well, that's not going to work.
Well, I'll say this. Like, if we were negotiating the contract, if they had said to me, you can't talk about Murchison for 6 months, I would have never come here.
Of course.
Like, and they would have never asked that. So it's sort of, but then I said to them, like, this guy is going to show up. Like, it's sort of like, I used to call it hiding your report card when I talked to Mark Hannon and Joe Zarbano. When you're a little kid, if you get bad grades, your parents are going to find your report card eventually. Like, you can hide it in your, back in the old days, you'd actually get the physical report card. Not like today. If you got a couple of bad grades, you'd hide over the weekend if you got on a Friday. But mom and dad are going to find it on Monday anyway. Right. Now Mike's punishment from his mom is different than other people's punishment for his mom. Like, obviously. Obviously.
Right, of course.
Obviously, right, Daniel?
Fuck my mother. Ah, yes. He's got that one ready to go.
Like, you
notice that? We asked for Artie.
You get that.
He can't find it. For whatever reason, he's got that right at his fingertips.
He got that.
Fuck my mother.
You got that C- in handwriting, huh, Mike? Why don't you exercise that jaw a little bit?
Why is he an old Italian?
Mama need massage before sleepy time,
It sounds a little derivative of an old character.
It does. It does, as a matter of fact. The Italian-American community is going to be outraged by that. I apologize.
Yeah,
Let me apologize. That is hugely offensive.
By it.
Point being, before I got into the incest thing with Mike and his mom,
yes.
is that I used to tell this to Zarbano, who, honestly, for all his idiocy, was more on our side in the Murchison fight. and Mark Hannon, who really wasn't, and upper management, you can do this. We can play this game, but like he's just going to come back. Like we can hide, but it doesn't make any sense. But they'll find out, or they won't.
Well,
I don't know.
Now what they're finding out too is, and Steve was talking about this with the advertisers, where there may be people that are unhappy with EEI that want to come here. Mm-hmm. It seems like, I'm sure this is no coincidence that you're here doing this, that people are just leaving sports radio in general.
Yeah,
Didn't we see that this morning?
Yes, the ratings are
both sports stations in Boston are down now.
Yeah, and that doesn't surprise me. I think 98.5 stinks too. Like they're both. And I think what we're doing, and I don't think it's a coincidence since we started the show that the ratings have started sinking like crazy on both stations. I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that everyone has left and listened to me, but I think people say, "Oh, this is different." Like I am not, today and tomorrow and the day after and on the shitty weekend shows, they're going to talk about Tom Brady's fucking contract. And there's nothing to say about it. There's not a single interesting thing to say about it.
And I think there's an element of you leaving. Maybe not everyone went to this show, but there's people that said, "Oh, what's Pardon My Take? What's serious? What's whatever?"
Or what's friggin', what's the newest true crime thing?
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
right.
So I can listen to podcasts on my morning drive or my drive home.
Yes,
and that's just naturally, whether you left or not, that's naturally going to happen because there's
it was already happening.
Wi-Fi in cars.
Happened to me, for example, as like anybody. Like I listen to Greg Hill for a few minutes less than I did a week ago because I'm interested in it. Because I'm interested in I have a fucking stake in it.
You want to listen to bad radio, but not everyone does.
And it's my old show.
But we'll be joined at 9:30 on the show today by Sully of Godsmack.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Ooh. Now, that was from 1998, right? That you found that cut?
Godsmack has worked at Red 13 Studios, by the way. It's important.
Right.
It's important.
They're great, but I'm just pointing out.
Oh, no, Godsmack is great. I listen to Godsmack.
Godsmack is great.
I don't, no, I would agree with you. That's a strange, and also...
Bit of an odd guest.
Well, I think and right away, though, I heard that because I was very early this morning, and right away they get into their... Do you have the rest of it or no?
The lead? I have Danielle's
do you have the reaction to that, or did you cut it out?
Oh, I cut it off.
Because right away they're like, people are going to tweet us and say that we're a sports radio station. That whole thing. I'm like, just do your fucking shitty show and go home. You suck. Jesus.
Yeah, they didn't back down. We talked about the racist impression. They put that in the intro today.
Did they really?
So they said, hey,
there you go.
We're doubling down.
And the fucking, I'll say this every day. There's nothing worse than an unfunny comedian on the radio. Nothing worse.
Nesson has just announced they're going to get back into original programming with a reboot of the popular 80s drama The Fall Guy, starring Dave Dombrowski.
Holy fuck. Stop.
Long way to go.
Holy fuck.
Long way to go.
How about that laughter to that?
But it was even like, I guess. Like, even they were,
That's true.
Even they were like, I mean, all right, I guess we got to laugh at this.
I don't know. I was talking to someone about this last night. He used to produce radio. And he was like, it's different. And it was not Curtis, actually. Honestly, it wasn't. It actually really wasn't.
It would have been funny.
I actually did talk to Curtis yesterday, but it was not about that.
Okay.
We kind of have a rule when we talk now. Like, let's not... It's because he said to me, he's like, everything I say to you, you're going to say on the air. I said, that's true. So for our friendship, let's not have that conversation.
That's very nice.
But he thinks it's a great show. He told me it's better. He said he thinks Jerry
It's better without you?
Yeah, he said it's good Jerry got fired. He
Okay,
said.
good.
But that's fine. He was saying that like now more than ever because he listens to his podcast every day. He said he's now more than ever like tuned into like fake laughter. That's like he's now, and it's true. Like, and I learned that from Stern. But like that laughter to that, if he told that joke on my show, if you told that joke on my show, like tell that joke. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, did you see Nesson is producing a new show called The Fall Guy, starring Dave Dombrowski?
I would say, what the fuck are you talking? What is wrong? Are you okay? Like,
and then I would have to explain it and try to make it seem like it wasn't a show. I'm like, oh, well, I saw that they might be getting into original programming.
But you know what the joke is, right? Like,
yes, Dombrowski's the Fall Guy.
Yeah, there was a show called The Fall Guy in the 80s.
And that's Dave Dombrowski.
He's going to be the fall guy for the Red Sox. And Nesson.
Oh, believe me.
Tom
my
Warner.
comprehension wasn't the issue.
Right. No, I know. But I'm saying, like, there's a lot of things that aren't funny in that joke that is an unfunny joke. Like, let me hear the delivery again. Like, listen to this.
Well, Nesson has just announced they're going to get
First of all, how fake is that fucking voice? Like, well, I mean...
Well, that's the worst part of all of it is you can tell this is written.
Yeah, you're right.
Just think of it.
Like, that's a problem with comedians.
This was his lead.
Bro, this is
the most important story of the day.
So he spent the day yesterday writing about that. By the way, I saw somebody tweet at me that he tweeted out some country music concert thing. Did you see that? And people just jumped all over him on Twitter. It was kind of funny. But he like, you're right. Like, you can hear he's like, I got this great joke. Like, when did he think this was going to be funny?
Well, that's also like, what is the Fall Guy was when? Late
80s? Mid-late 80s.
Mid-late 80s?
Yeah.
So that's a topical reference at least.
I mean, But like, right. Yeah, yes. But even if it was true, but I'd give him that if it was funny.
Yeah.
I'd say, all right, like I'm even.
But it's like
it's not just the one joke; it's a 1-2 punch.
Well, that's the thing. There's like 7 jokes in there. None of them are funny.
Well, he also like that. That's the thing is, I don't know that it would be funny because even like Cheers was a more popular show. But like, God forbid the name Norm comes up around Fitzy. He'll make a reference to it, and it's just like this is a 30-year-old reference. Right? Like, what do you do?
It's also not funny. Like, It's nothing good.
Well, Nesson has just announced they're going to get back into original programming with a reboot of the popular 80s drama The Fall Guy, starring Dave Dombrowski. That's right. With 1 year left.
Was that Danielle left? That was a...
Even I can't grip my teeth through this.
Why would one of them say, why did you think that was funny? Like, what? I know Curtis would have done that back in the old days.
They can't because the show falls apart.
Just one person could be like, oh, fuck off, Fitzy.
Yeah, just like, what, Fitzy?
If they admit it wasn't funny, all the radios go.
I'll say it. Honestly, I'll say this. I swear to God this is true. Steve Robinson is funnier than Fitzy.
Well, let's not.
No, I'm serious. He's funnier than... Because he's not funny.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, the Steve Robinson character is funnier than the Fitzy character.
And he'll play along with him.
Well, I don't know about that, but, you know, he's funnier than... Let me hear a joke, Steve. Go ahead.
All guy, starring Dave Dombrowski. That's right. With 1 year left on his contract, Dumbo with the good teeth is Dunzo. It's more like Dave Dombrowski because he is officially set to get whacked and take the hit for the underperforming Red Sox.
Now, what is the Dumbo with the good teeth? Is that a reference to something?
Does Dumbo have bad teeth from the Disney thing?
See, I don't know. It's an elephant, right?
I don't know.
That's right. With 1 year left on his contract, Dumbo with the good teeth is Dunzo. It's more like Dave Dombrowski because he is officially...
What's the Dumbo ride at Barstool World? Is that like... Feidelberg or something? Who's that?
With his arms out?
Yeah, is that who's that playing at Barstool? I don't know.
I don't know who that would be. Maybe Glennie Balls?
Oh, is that? Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I like the ride at Barstool where you sit down and Willie Colon sits down next to you, like, and it gets an inch away from your face for like 30 minutes, and there's like, you know.
It seemed fun.
Right. The ride is just called Pussy. So you just go out. You expect something else, but you get that.
Not at Barstool World. They're not allowed to use that kind of language.
That's true.
Crass language.
Yes, but then Portnoy will come in and he'll be like, hey... 86 now. Okay, we get some calls from some people, some activists. They don't like that anymore. Let's cut that out.
Willie has started blocking some of the Minifans on Twitter.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Jeez. There you go. Where is he today? In Georgia?
I don't know. Is he?
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America would be.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't even know. Who's he on with? Who knows, right?
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
God, what else do we have? Any? Is that the end of the Fitzy joke?
We got that's the end of the joke. Okay. We've got Danielle's lead though about Bob Kraft.
Oh, yes. This led to a spirited discussion. Let me hear this. Did you hear this or no?
Yeah. Daddy Bob Kraft has a new girlfriend. He split with his longtime gal pal, Ricky Lander, after the whole dust up down there in Florida.
Just the words, like, imagine if I brought this in.
So fake.
If you just said, hey, Mike, do you have a story you want to talk about? And I was like, well, Daddy Bobby Kraft and his new gal pal.
I think you talked me into it. We're doing that tomorrow. We're doing that tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
We're going to do the lead.
I want both of you guys to have a lead at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Do you understand?
All right.
You understand that I don't want it to be local because we're a national show.
Yes. Okay.
And I don't want it to be particularly new.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean? I want it to be a couple of days old and like everyone's already reacted to it in America.
1980s references.
Well, no, I mean, yeah. And if you want to throw a joke in there, I wouldn't mind a Steve Robinson
I'll write a joke. I'll write some jokes.
Yeah. That would be good. Then we sort of incorporate a new audience. It's a little looser. We're having some fun. We're having some fun. We're not talking about specific people. How do you say his name backwards, Mike?
That's a tough one. Nasikrum Bob.
Yes, there you go. We're not talking about Knockerson Bob. We're not doing that anymore. Knockerson Bob is different, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. There's
if you say his name backwards a few times, does he go away?
Now we have another shirt. Yes. Now we have another shirt. There we
go. Bob.
Yes. By the way, those 2 shirts are great. So where do you go to get those?
Store.barstoolsports.com /
Go ahead. That's fine. You're promoting. It's okay.
Collections.
Minihane.
You go to the Kirk.
Just go to the store.
Go
to the Kirk Minihane Show Twitter account. And
if you go to Barstool Sports, you also find it, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You can search for
BarstoolSports.com or store.
Davey Mouse and what is it's
Buy merch, beat merch.
Buy merch, beat merch. Yes. Can we advertise that shirt?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
Now the Barstool Sports store is saying his name.
That's true.
Does that count against the 6-month moratorium?
And what was this polo shirt? What the fuck is this?
Oh, I took it down. Don't worry.
You did? Okay. $70?
$65.
What the fuck?
So they're nice. They're like Nike and nice material.
Oh, okay. So golf shirts are nice.
But I took it down just because we weren't sure.
I don't want my people. That's a lot of bread. $65.
Yeah. And I have there was no, like, I couldn't wiggle. I couldn't say, hey, could we charge you $40?
I got tweets from people who want also like women's shirts. For do we do that as well?
I assume so, yeah.
All right, let's look into that, especially for the merch and the Davey Mouse. Because Davey Mouse, I think, is funny. Yeah. People even like Portnoy. I think. I don't know. People seem to like that one.
I think there'll be Barstool people that like that.
I think we need gay icon T-shirts, too.
Well, I was hoping to get in a battle tomorrow with one of the Straight Pride Parade people, but it sounds like they pushed out, huh?
Yeah, he's actually backed out of the entire organization.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
No, he said that his scholarships were at risk. He was getting death threats, so he is cut and run from the entire organization.
Really stood by those beliefs, huh?
I guess the squat guy from the Woburn Bolorama is the one that's taking the lead.
We don't want him.
No, we don't want him.
We don't want him.
He was not in on the joke.
No. So, all right, so tomorrow we're going to. All right, you weren't there for that. That was pre you. Jesus, that's true. All right, so tomorrow you guys have to have you have a little bit of work now to do.
You got it.
We're going to have the leads going tomorrow. I have to think of one now too. Jesus,
done deal.
Well, give me an idea. Let's start with Danielle's again. Could we also get tomorrow I want to do a nice, fun, bad radio around the country show tomorrow.
Okay,
let's do that. Does that sound like the right idea?
Yeah, works for me.
We're not going to do Akram Bob at all, right? What is it?
Nasikram Bob.
How do you say? Fuck my mom backwards.
We did this the other day. Remember?
Did we? Oh,
we need a good clean cut though.
Yeah.
Mom Yim Cup. Why is that so funny?
It just sounds funny, doesn't it?
It's funny because we can test your accuracy by switching that around and seeing if it sounds like the other cut.
Well, we can also test the accuracy by calling his mom, because as we said, that sort of was the code word. That was, Mike's mom would say that to him when he was downstairs, and they have to go upstairs and
fuck my mother.
Why would you say that?
It was in the context.
No, it wasn't. No, Parcells, Belichick.
Are you saying Kirk asked me to edit that and take it out of context?
Yes, I think the context may not fully be.
Belichick.
I'd like to hear the words I say before and fuck my mother.
Do we have MHB isolated yet or no? I want that in my life. I like that. Belichick. I said Bell. I meant Bell.
And you can tell he's annoyed because, obviously it was a simple mistake, but it's just
you can't caught
him.
You can't fuck up
the one
after
thing they needed.
When you taunt somebody for being dumb, right away you can't fuck up. Especially in that situation where he's Dave Portnoy, you're MHB, and you're kind of having your moment.
And you're on the phone.
Yeah, it's a total no-win situation.
Yeah.
You literally just said I'm Parcells, and then 2 seconds later, you're not Parcells. That's
how you started the call.
Do you want me to replay what you just said? Do you want me to replay? You literally just replay what you just said? Do you want me?
Yeah, Belly. What is he saying?
Do you want me to replay what you just said? Do you want me to
What is he saying? Can you deny you're not Belichick?
I meant Belichick.
It's tough to hear what he's saying.
To replay what you just said?
Can you do it? No, I'm not saying right now.
But you're not Belichick is what
Can you get rid of Dave? Can you isolate MHB there or not?
No, I don't think I'll be able to. I could talk with Barstool guys and see if they have the phone recorded.
That is funny, though. That's the best part of the whole battle of the last couple. That's my favorite moment of the whole thing. Better than Davey Mouse, but I enjoy that moment because I could picture MHB on his cell phone during his break in his car or wherever he is. This is it. This is fucking it. And it's hot probably because he doesn't want to have the AC on, so he's sweating and he hangs up. He's like, "Fuck."
I will say
that's my favorite part is afterwards. We're just fuck.
You're never more alone than that.
The Minifans weren't very vicious to him in the little Minifan chat to MHB.
Well, MHB is kind of
they were like good try. We understand. You gave it a.
He's kind of he's kind of their guy. I appreciate that.
They'll be mad at me because I made fun of him. I made sport of him.
Well, listen, we love them. The Minifans are fucking unbelievable. The last day or two is proof.
They're savage. Did you check in on the thread yesterday?
No, I didn't.
They're savage.
They're the best.
And they're not just they're awesome, but just the crowd on social media themselves are fucking unbelievable. They're the best. I wouldn't trade them for anybody in the world.
Yeah, and saying that they're crazy is like a bad thing. It's like
it's great. It's great. Of course it is. But when Jared Carrabis is saying it,
right.
But he also takes some shrapnel, so he's in that spot. But they're not going to stop. They're fucking vicious. They're the best. They are the best. What do we have? Oh, we have
Danielle.
Well, I think you guys. Mike, honestly, because you're kind of the Danielle of the show, wouldn't you say that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, obviously.
You would say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So listen to Danielle here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And take some notes for your performance tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Huh?
Obviously.
Okay. What?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Daddy Bob Kraft has a new girlfriend. He split with his longtime gal pal, Ricky Lander, after the whole dust-up down there in Florida. And he was spotted at a very Tony event in the Hamptons over the weekend with his girlfriend, who's a doctor. Her name's Dana Bloomberg. She's 45. And let me remind you, Bob Kraft is 78. Is that an appropriate age difference?
What?
Or are we veering into creep territory?
Good enough. So
imagine if someone was just talking to you. like that. And you'd be
Daddy Bob Kraft
not
ran
even
into
not
a
even
Tony Hampton event.
Not even the subject matter. You'd be like, why are you talking to me like this?
Why are you
presenting me with a question?
Well, it sounds like you're reading a New York Post page 6 thing verbatim, as opposed to just saying, "Hey, Kraft broke up with what's her face. She's dating like a 45-year-old now. What do you think that's that's too young or not?" Like,
well, now we're in creep territory.
What's that?
With Bob Kraft. Now that he's dating a younger woman, now we're in creep territory.
Well, that too. But I mean, he was dating somebody even younger than that before. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's like, I think we've had that conversation. Like, it's like, what's left to say about that?
I wonder if he likes massages.
Well, we're gonna find out tomorrow, right? You guys are each gonna have a good story.
Yes, absolutely.
Obviously.
Good.
Okay. Anything else? What else do we have? What else do we have today? Anything else?
Some podcast stuff.
Well, I want to do that separately.
Yeah, no, I think we'll do that separately.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to bring up. Let me see. I have my notes here.
Well, what were the other leads? Because that's what everyone else is talking about.
That's true. It is interesting, though. Like, you know, I actually made a note of that, and we kind of went away from it a second this morning. I wonder if that's what's going on. So it's hard. Boston's a weird one because, I mean, for a long time, the two sports radio stations were like killing it, particularly in the mornings. I mean, Felger Maz is an afternoon show in Boston that does great. But the two morning shows were 1 and 2 when Jerry and I, and even towards the end with John and Jerry and I for a couple of years. And we were talking about, like, we were doing like 14s, they were doing 12s. They were doing 15s, we were doing 13s. We had 30% of the audience sometimes.
And the two midday shows were 1 and 2 for a while.
Right. I mean, smaller ratings, but still big. But I mean, morning show is most important, and it dominated. Like, and that's gone away. I mean, now it's going to be two fall books ago.
10th or whatever?
Yeah, 2 fall books ago, I think we combined for 30%, give or take, of the 25-50, which is not, there's no comparison to that ever. So now it's going to be this book 12, 13%, maybe 14%.
Do you think 98.5, if they had the option, would bring you back to EEI? No. Do you think there was some kind of like mutual benefit there
to bring me back?
Because you made them like a nemesis.
No, because they could sell as number one now. Like, they don't. They're selling. You know, I mean, they're going to sell. No, I would say probably not.
But are they number one? Because they were. I mean,
they'll be number one sports station.
Okay.
They're going to say we can. You know, they're going to say forget the other stuff. You want to advertise the guys who like, whatever, national beer, fucking whatever. But I'm curious. I have no idea if this is a unique Boston phenomenon. I know the ratings are so high, but are people fleeing sports talk in general because they have just all collectively figured out this is fucking shit? Like, I don't know. I'm curious because I mean, Mike, you're how old?
27.
27. Do any of your friends listen to sports talk radio anymore?
Some Felger and Maz a little bit,
but mostly podcasts.
Mostly podcasts. Yeah,
me too.
In fact, so we used to work for EI, and now I work for Barstool, and I get way more people reaching out and saying like, I listened to this on Barstool, this on Barstool, this on Barstool. No one talked to me about EI really.
Me either, ever, other than just saying.
Unless when you were there,
right? I'm
not just saying.
Obviously. Obviously. But people are saying to me like how bad Hillman is, but nobody ever talks. I was saying this last night to the same guy I was talking.
But people unless you listen to this podcast, no one reaches out and says, boy, that Hillman fucking sucks.
Right.
They're just not
Which is even worse in a way. And I never see anything on social media anymore that anybody made news. There was an interview. There was a fight. That's all gone. It's weird. It's gone. It's been replaced. I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm replacing all. I don't know where else they're going. Maybe they're just going to different podcasts. I don't think they're going to different radio stations. I don't think.
Definitely not.
I mean, I know the ratings are always going to be to 100 obviously total, but the actual listenership, it's got to be way down. It has to be.
It's either you care, if you care about radio, then you're subscribing to Sirius, or you have your list of podcasts that you listen to,
right?
Or Spotify, you just listen to music on Spotify.
I mean, I can't imagine listening in 2019 as a 44-year-old to a classic rock station.
No.
It just seems crazy.
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, they're going to play 3 songs. They're going to play the fucking Eagles. They're going to play Steve Miller, and they're going to play whoever, Pink Floyd. Then they go to a bunch of commercials. Like,
because even if you like that music, you can play literally anywhere, any song you want
with no commercials
on your phone. Yeah,
I mean, there's 50 different places you can do it. Yeah. But so I don't know. The future of radio is weird. It's being in that business. I don't know. I can't imagine being 23 or 24 now and going into radio.
And you still see these polls like, people are still listening to the radio. Like they cling on.
Well, I'm sure they are, but
it's...
But as a convenience thing, like you jump in your car and you're going to be there for 5 minutes.
Right.
You're not necessarily going to take it on
within
a podcast.
5 years, you can just hook up to Wi-Fi and everything will be there.
Well, the 5G internet build-out is going to kill radio.
Yeah. Fascinating take, Steve. Colleen's back. Colleen reached out to me yesterday, by the way.
What did he say?
Let me see here. Quick update. Have you talked to him at all, Steve, or no?
Yeah, we've corresponded a little bit just about. He sent some stuff.
About what?
He sent that list of things to prepare for on after a mass shooting.
Very passive aggressive.
The radio advice. Yeah,
that's good. That was good.
Dave probably says things like, "Hey, this is something you probably should have seen already."
Hey, just FYI. So when
hey, you probably already have this.
When Colin starts, that was his text to me yesterday. When he starts a text with, "Hey, just FYI," and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 lines. I'm like, oh fuck. I reached out to Gaz, follower suggestion from a couple of weeks ago, and chatted with him about the idea if you still wanted help. Don't know where he'll go with it, but wanted to let you know. So I have no idea what he's talking about. He's probably talking about the thing, the trade thing. But it's typical him. Like, I haven't talked to him in weeks, and he just sends that text. Like, I didn't even respond to him. Like, okay, I don't know. All right. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Can you talk to him about it? I don't even know what he's. One of you talk to him? I don't even know what he's talking about.
I'll reach out to him.
All right, good. Which is fine. I mean, I'm happy if he wants to do it. That's great. And I think he could actually be useful for this thing. If he wants to sell, that's fine. If he wants to take a piece, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
What's going on? Did you reach out for the Blind Mike negotiations?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Yes, it's the ball is moving.
Steve is on the ball.
What does that mean?
I'll tell you.
They've initiated the process to give him a 1099, put him on payroll, give him baseline pay, but I guess the revenue sharing is going to have to happen between you and Erica.
Okay, that's fine. But the split money, they're fine with that.
They're still trying to negotiate that. The paperwork process has started.
Okay, so what does that mean?
They know what our position is. They're going to get a response to us today.
What is our position again?
14 from Barstool, 14 from Kirk Minihane, okay. 1 point revenue sharing, and 1 point of merchandise.
Okay. That seems reasonable to me. You're fine with that, Mike?
Absolutely.
Obviously.
You're
fine with that.
Obviously.
You're fine making $28,000.
Well, baseline.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen.
Start pumping some ads in here.
Well, I think the ads,
selling some shirts.
I mean, he could also ask for a commission on any advertising he brings in.
Absolutely.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So far, he's brought in socks for no money, but that's okay.
Right. Well, I mean, I brought the socks in.
That's true. Yes, we get the socks. Mike doesn't get any socks.
Well, I mean, he wants to send us some socks. You want some Donald Trump socks? That's something you'd go running in?
I don't. But some
Bernie Sanders socks? You're a Game of Thrones fan?
I'm not.
I've got holes in most of my socks. So
yes. How about some?
Blind Mike's not in a position to say no to socks.
Okay, Danielle and Fitzy right there. Jesus. So the show's going to be next week. Holes in socks jokes.
That's exciting.
All right, anything else?
I'm disappointed that the Daily Sox podcast song didn't catch on yesterday.
Yeah,
it got lost. To get that in everyone's head.
Got lost in the madness of Portnoy versus Minihane, I think.
Know.
Which, as we wrap it up where we started, I don't really feel like either side surprisingly has budged on where they stand.
No.
Me and Dave. That's not going to happen.
No.
And I think we're also not at war.
No, I don't think there will ever be an argument between you two where either one of you admits you're wrong.
Right. But I don't think anyone expects. I don't think our relationship has improved enough where he's going to let me cut in line with Kate and Harry to take pictures with them at the amusement park.
No, of course.
Like he loves
that's KFC and his kids can do that.
Right. That's his favorite thing to do. Like that's his absolute favorite thing to do.
Do you think we need Davy Mouse socks?
Davy Mouse socks would be great. The Davy Mouse theme song would be great. Yeah, I think Davy Mouse is going to take off. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
DAV. I was trying to think of a good thing for DAV. I don't know what the phrase would be after that.
Thanks for bringing us into that thought process. Seems like you really busted your ass on that. Well done. Jesus, I was thinking of DAV, and then that was it.
Then I gave up.
Can you even spell his name fully?
No. Not how. But you know how they say MIC. See you real soon.
Yes.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Were you a Mickey Mouse kid?
Not really.
No, it'd be like DAVEY. Brush your teeth and you know the rules. Brush your teeth and go to bed or say your prayers or something like that. That's the Barstool way.
Hulk Hogan now.
Yes, right.
Eat your vitamins.
Yes, you know the rules. Good night, everyone. That whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, back tomorrow. We're going to. I want some bad radio tomorrow. Put me in around the country. Let's just get some shitty radio and fuck with some people tomorrow.
You got it.
And whatever. Listen, I'm not saying we're going to talk about him or not, but if it's relevant, we're fucking talking about it. We're not changing. Thanks to Roman as always. The golf tournament as well, Steve. What do we have for that? Here we go. August 22nd, 2019. I got some tweets about that as well. Saw a couple of direct messages asking if people can meet with me as well there. Absolutely. I'm happy to take pictures and do the whole thing. It's what I'm there for. Lake of Isles, 12:30 tea time. And the best part is it's for prostate cancer research presented by Dr. Sheffield's certified natural toothpaste. Sponsorship opportunities are available. And by the way, keep in mind as I read this, these are people as well who are taking phone calls. There's no doubt about it. So these people are saying for prostate cancer, because this is what cancer doesn't matter to some people. They don't care about that, whether it's kids or prostate or whatever. They're happy to call and fuck with people. And to their credit, they're saying, nope, we like this show. We love these people. We're going to do it. Stay and play at Foxwoods Resort Casino, by the way, right next to the Lake of Isles. Great room rates for playing in the tournament. Best ball scramble format, fun and fast play. That is the best way to do it. 18 holes of golf, fabulous lunch, great dinner, chance to win prizes, $10,000 if you make a hole-in-one, or win a trip to Pebble Beach. Lots of prizes being handed out. Sponsorship opportunities are available for a great way to make a difference. There you go. Done. Golf4, F-O-R-E, prostate.org. Golf4prostate.org. We'll be there August 22nd, Lake of Isles, 12:30 tea time. Come by, see us before we'll be doing the show. Another man will be diagnosed with prostate cancer basically during this read. Every 3 minutes it happens. So let's take action to fight against prostate cancer. Golf4, F-O-R-E, prostate.org. Anything else before we... studio, geez.
Find Red 13.
So many reads. Red13studios.com. Any bands you can think of in the past that they've had?
Godsmack.
Godsmack, and I think
Sully's been here?
He has been.
Jeez, I gotta get out of here for Sully. We got an hour before Sully goes.
Well, you might want to hear an interesting interview with him.
I would love to hear that. Godsmack, Tom Brady. Maybe Tom Brady will move here. He's selling his house. He's a free agent.
I hope he comes to Framingham.
Yeah.
We can have him in studio.
Yeah, so he'd love that. Kirk Minihane does his show here. We know, red13studios.com. It's been great today, by the way. Perfect, easy.
Perfect temp.
Do the cars bother you like they bother Dave Cullinane?
Steve doesn't get quite as distracted with them.
But the cars would come by and Cullinane would get...
No, I hadn't.
He would literally say, there's a car going by. Like during the show. Like, oh, that's a car. That's a car.
No, my goal is for you to never see anyone else other than you have to suffer through seeing us.
Yes.
But today you haven't seen
tomorrow
anyone
an intern
else.
comes here and it bothers me the whole show.
Yes, that's true.
Good. Is he's going to be here for the whole show?
Yes.
Doesn't want to make eye contact with you, though.
He doesn't?
No.
Who is this person?
His name is Cam. He's a recent graduate from Baylor. I did a phone interview with him. I had him meet me here last week. Sounds like he's got his shit together. He's working a full-time
tell me what we'll do for the
job.
podcast. For the podcast today, let's edit everything else out except that story about Cam, and we'll just release.
You asked. What do you want? Well, it was an interesting story.
It was
I'm going to
really
tell you about
good. I'm saying we'll release it as it's say headline: Kirk Minihane learns about Cam, and then we'll just send out a 40-second podcast. I mean, is that not a grabber?
No, it's not. Why are you asking about it?
It would be interesting. People would listen.
Can you hear more about that phone conversation?
He's a Baylor guy.
I'm just letting you know. I did my due diligence.
Baylor's a good school.
We'll find out.
I'm not bringing in some axe murderer here.
How do you know that?
Well, we'll find
I asked him.
We'll find out.
You an axe murderer?
Well, nobody ever talks about people get killed with axes every day. Nobody ever talks about that. I think they should get rid of axes.
Not enough.
What do you think of that?
Yeah.
So red13studios.com, red13studios.com. Big show tomorrow. Cam is going to be here, which is so exciting for the. I'll tell you, this Troll Socks thing has thrown me for a fucking loop. This letter. Do you know this person who runs this company?
I do now.
We have
a working professional relationship. Yeah,
good, excellent. I suspect they'll send us a shitload of socks if we want them. Yes, and we'll wear them, and Mike will wear them every day.
Absolutely, of course,
obviously.
Thank you. Obviously, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we want to send you a dozen free socks.
Oh, who is this?
I think that we may have a bid, by the way, already done. Well, just because you've been so great with this phone service, we just want to send you a dozen free socks.
All right. Whose name can I put on the card?
Who are we sending them to?
Send them to Dave Cullinane.
Who would get mad in that scenario? Steve?
I guess.
Okay.
Fuck my mother. See, he does get mad.
All right. Good enough. We're back tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.